Back on the football show. Yeah, you heard that right. It's the football show here, early February, and this was not planned, not on the NorthJerseySports.com agenda at all, but I have a co-host here for a hockey show that's in the making tonight with the last name is Sabella. So he went above and beyond the call of duty to wrangle us a guest also with the last name of Sabella. Joining my co-host, Kevin the Maven Sabella, is the brand new head coach at Don Bosco Prep football. He is Dan Sabella. Dan, thanks for doing this. I don't even know what this is, but I'm excited to talk to you.
Hey, awesome to be on with you guys, and very impressed at my cousin. He wears a lot of hats. Look at him; he's already getting ready for his post-coaching career here. Very impressive, Kevin.
Well, I beg him. I beg him all the time. Please give up all the coaching and let's just start hosting some shows because we got some work to do. But Kev,
I don't know. I'm feeling good chemistry here.
Kev, you got us this great guest for tonight in a very timely spot. So you, my friend, have the first question of the evening.
Well, Dan, let's first clear the air. Back at Grandpa's house, could you have seen me with my running ability and my passing ability? Would I have been a good running back in high school and possibly college? Go.
Hey, listen, we saw you on the ice. We saw you on the soccer field, man. You're a shifty guy, Kevin, so there's no doubt in my mind you would have been a heck of a punt returner.
Yeah. Punt returner. Oh, man, I was hoping for the running back. But
Kev,
good third down back. Oh,
yeah, like a Darren Sproles type. That's what I was thinking. You know,
absolutely.
I think the answer to your question was a resounding no, by the way. But your cousin did not want to. So go ahead. Let's start this here. From Richfield Park, now moving over to Don Bosco Prep. Kev, go ahead.
Well, Dan, first of all, what's been going this past 24 hours? It's been a buzz, obviously. Can you kind of walk us through a little bit? You know, not every detail, but how did it kind of go down in the last, say, 24 hours or so?
Well, you know, it was these things. Sometimes you don't see them coming, and opportunities strike a lot of times when you least expect them, and that was one of those scenarios for me. Things were going well at Richfield Park. Mike Ramundi, the athletic director there, is a great guy, and you know, I felt like we were definitely making some strides, especially with the young kids over there. And then all of a sudden, you know, you hear about this opportunity, and you know, some people from Don Bosco reached out to me. We had a couple conversations, and the last 24 hours, Kevin, was just a matter of, like, you know, making sure everything was right, and that you know, you were 100%, because as you guys both know, when you make a decision like this, it's got to be full speed ahead, no doubt, no looking back, and you know, just eyes straight ahead and full throttle. And that's right. That's what me and my family made sure that we were that how we felt, and you know, we're super excited about it.
Dan,
Absolutely.
Dan, I remember talking to you when you took the Paramus Catholic job, and it was similar circumstance too. You know, you're moving back into the non-public world of big boy football, as we call it here on NorthJerseySports.com. So, you know, you had that experience, you dialed it back a little bit, and now back to Bosco. I guess, you know, it's two different worlds. What changes for you coaching-wise? You know, what happens here that's going to be different than coaching at a Group 2 public school? Obviously, the answers, but I think, let me rephrase my question. Why Bosco now, and what do we got to do to carry this program forward, which is really the marquee program, the one that started all this?
Well, these jobs are a tremendous time commitment, and
yes,
you know, you need to surround yourself with really talented people, because if you think you're going to try to do things by yourself, you're really kidding yourself. You know, these things are year round. The recruiting piece with the colleges, and you know, just the off-season training, and all of the things that go into it are intense, they're time-consuming, and I'd like to think that spending 2 years at Paramus Catholic really helped prepare me for it. There's some things that I learned. There's some things that I'll take from that experience. There's some things that, you know, I made mistakes with that I'll hopefully get fixed this time around. So, you know, it's an intense position. It's a huge challenge, but it's something that, you know, as a competitive guy and somebody who, wants to try to compete at the highest level is really, really excited about the opportunity.
Yeah. I can hear it in your voice. Go ahead, Kev.
Well, Dan, if I'm a player or soon to be player coming into Don Bosco, I mean, I know what the answer is going to be, but what should I be expecting from Coach Dan Sabella?
Well, Kevin, I know you can relate to this since we're cousins. You know that. I kind of try to take a coaching style just like I did as a player. Like nothing ever came easy to me. I wasn't the most talented guy in the world. I wasn't the most gifted. But I believed in hard work, and I believed in taking that blue-collar mentality and getting out of it what you put into it. We're going to roll our sleeves up. We're going to freaking, get on the ball and run the play again until we get it right. We're going to put the time in the weight room, and, we're going to prepare extremely hard. And, Don Bosco is a great place. It's getting up there and getting to know the people and see the facilities and stuff like that. I think it's a place that's going to attract a lot of talented young men, and a place that, you have really limitless potential. I mean, obviously what Coach Toll did there for, a long, long time, he set the standard, and he gave everybody the platform to, he showed that it can be done there, and we're going to try our best to try to have some, have our share of success. Obviously that level will probably never be attained again, but, we're going to go out there and try to, get as close to things as we can as far as, having some winning teams.
Yeah, is that
absolutely?
Yeah, and I think what you said, where it will never be there again. I mean, it's because of what Coach Toll built that other people followed, and now it's a player pool being divided in smaller and smaller pieces too. So, that's part of it as well. But just when you're up there today and you say, you know what, I'm going to take this job. I'm going to sign right here. And can you feel the weight of it? Because when you think about what the Don Bosco Prep program means to not just Bergen County, but, and for better or for worse, what it has brought, as far as national championships and everything else, and the gravitas that it has brought to New Jersey high school football. I mean, can you feel the weight of that when you're at that place?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'd be lying to you if I say anything differently. I mean, it's a special place, and there's a lot of expectations. There's a lot of pressure to perform, and that's, like I said, as a guy who loves competition and loves challenges, that's something that that's the reason you get into these things. But sure, it's not like you're going to feel that. You're going to feel that, I think, every day. Every day in this job.
That's where Coach Toll said, "Send in the Marines."
Hey, you get kids believing in you. You get kids playing hard for you, and the rest takes care of itself.
Kev, you got another one?
No. Listen, Daddy's probably had a long day. Probably wants to get back, sit with his son, watch TV with Jamie. And like I said, Dan, I'm happy for you. I congratulate you. I'm happy for your family, and I can't wait to follow you, buddy.
Thanks so much, and congrats on all your success, man. You do it in many different sports, which makes it that more impressive, and I'm proud of you, man.
Well, thank you for coming on again. This was a ball, special treat for you.
Yes. And the last question I have for you, Dan, what do you think about the Gold Cup coming up on Friday night in hockey at the Ice Vault in Wayne? Yeah, you have any pearls of wisdom on that? Because I got to start talking about that now.
Who's playing? Who's playing first?
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that in a little bit, but.
Dan, you just took the only question. Dan, you just took the only question I can ask on the whole show. I'm shot now. Hey, who's playing? Dan Sabella, head coach of the Don Bosco Prep Fighting Ironman. And like your cousin Kevin said, we appreciate you taking a couple of minutes out of this busy, crazy day for you. And really, I've known you for a long time now, going back to when you were the head coach of Pagoda. I've followed you all the way through. I will continue with Don Bosco Prep, and best of luck in this new endeavor.
Okay, guys.
Follow the leader.